You got me believing that I can seize the day. You got me hooked on a feeling that I can do anything if I give my heart to it.
Hello, sharks, and welcome to Moments with Shai Will. Today we have a very interesting character, Grace Kelly, a speech pathologist by day and a comedian at night. Well, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Good morning. Love being here.
Thank you. So when was your aha moment when you know that you wanted to be a speech pathologist?
Funny enough, I went to the Kendall campus, Miami-Dade Kendall campus, and I went to a field trip to Miami Children's Hospital, and I actually saw a speech pathologist at work, and just with my ability to communicate and my natural knack for wanting to help people, I felt like it was just a good combination. So yeah, that was that moment for me.
Beautiful. So what was your journey like during your college years, you know, maintaining and balancing everything as far as a student and also your personal life?
I have to say it wasn't as easy as I would have wanted it to be, just because I had, at a very early age, I had to find a work-life balance, right? Just living in having a modest childhood. But I made it work. Like most Caribbean people, we make it work. Student by day and employee at night, whatever. I made it work.
That's definitely great. I like that, and like far as like studying, like.
God, endless nights. I mean, I earned a master's degree, so I never stopped going to school until, I don't know what that would be, like 24th grade or something like that, if you just kept going. Yeah, it was intense, but I'm grateful because I'm not a starving artist, and I feel that that's an accomplishment that I have now, so.
That's amazing.
And no one can take it away from you,
I definitely hear that. We work so hard.
Yes.
So take pride.
Yes.
So your experience with your first patient, what was that like?
Nerve-wracking, absolutely nerve-wracking, because I mean, no one's holding your hand in that process, right? You have to kind of just put those student loan to work, right? You're like, I spent all this money to learning this skill, and now these families are expecting me to pretty much perform a miracle. It was nerve-wracking, but I got through it, and 10 years later, I'm still doing it. So yeah, it's been good.
Has any of the patients ever come back to visit you to say thank you? How do you feel with such gratitude, every day when you get a new patient versus someone that you've had before?
So with therapy, it's very like long-term gratification, right? But I know for the parents, it's a daily, it's kind of like a thankless job from the child, right? Because they have no idea what's happening. But the parents, I mean, I see it. I'm like the glorified babysitter, right? So they feel that for that hour, those 30 minutes or however long it is, they don't have to be a parent, and they can actually learn from me. So, it's just one of those things where I find that's why comedy is my outlet.
I can imagine. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, it's my therapy, I would say.
I like that, And then, so what is the preparation that goes right before you have to see a patient?
Make your goals very functional, right? Make them so that the child doesn't really know that they're learning, right? You go back to
like making it
fun, make learning fun, right? As long as they know, that it's just play, they have no idea that you're teaching them something, right? So they're more willing to do. So the preparation comes from the goals that I establish, and I make them functional. So things that are going to be functional in their lives, right? So, very natural, very play-based. Obviously, there's discipline involved, right?
What is that like?
That's part of the real world. Hey, listen, if I have to put you on timeout, you're going on timeout.
Is it like that old-fashioned timeout? You stand against the wall and don't look at
I turn the chair around, they face the wall, and I count based on their age, right?
Yeah.
So they're 3 seconds.
Wow.
And they don't like that because I'm usually fun, right? So that's when they establish that kind of sense of respect for me that they may not have with their parents.
That's true. And kids, sometimes they'll listen to a stranger before they listen to their actual parents.
Always.
Isn't that something?
Always. Constantly parents are like, they've never done that with me. And I'm just like, they called me the child whisperer, actually, so I'm very skilled in that area, I would say.
That's nice. What is the age group?
Birth to, that I've treated or that I currently work with?
Well, both. Like, what's the age group far as what you would see? What's the oldest? Is there an oldest? Is there the youngest
so
of
I've
age
seen
group?
I've seen NICU, so like days old, right, to I don't know, Alzheimer's patients, so like 80, 85.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
pretty much birth to death. Sorry to be morbid, but
Are we supposed to be laughing at that? I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh.
Welcome to Moments with Shai Will. This is just what we do here, you know. So definitely.
Yeah.
I like this. Okay. So we'll definitely be right back, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Moments with Shai Will.
You got me believing